Dear families, friends, alumni, staff, and viewers from around the world, dear graduates, it is my great pleasure to welcome you to the graduation ceremony for the INSEAD MBA class of July 2020! Thank you all for coming to help us mark this very special day. I'm Peyer, Dean of the MBA program, and I'm joined here on stage by our Deputy Dean, Peter Zemski, and our alumni speaker, Barbara Martin Coppola, MBA20J, Chief Executive of Decathlon. I will introduce them shortly, but please help me welcome them now. Dear 20Js, today we celebrate your achievement of completing, +2, the most intense and most global MBA in the world. Yes, it is with a 2-year delay, but does it not just feel like it was yesterday that you went somewhat separate ways out of INSEAD? Your reunion on campus on Sunday certainly felt like you've never left INSEAD. Your year at INSEAD has been a year like no other, and I'm proud to say that you've been an outstanding class, even in retrospect. While completing your MBA during the global pandemic, you really rose to that challenge admirably, and with the spirit that brought you to INSEAD in the first place. I want to thank you for keeping your families in mind during the difficult time, and I know some of you had returned home to support them, and some of you ended up following classes on Zoom from very different time zones, or even deferred completing their program. So I really want to thank your families and friends also for their support, and that's not just during the COVID, but also more importantly for coming here to celebrate with us today. Let's give him a round of applause for being here with us. Thank you very much. It's very important that we can share this proud moment together for completing this MBA chapter together. And I know some of the parents probably are in a unique position compared to all the 60 years of graduates before you, because you could firsthand experience how intense an INSEAD MBA is if your kids have been living in your bedroom again, the kids' bedroom again. So I know this INSEAD MBA is really, really intense. So thank you for helping us make this work. Our graduates spend 1 year at INSEAD. They complete 85% of the coursework of a 2-year MBA program, and they certainly socialize like they were in a 2-year program. I want to very much thank Pat, Sagnik, Emily, Sumari, and Anandi for helping us get together this Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and for the future. So please help me give them a round of applause. I know you will later talk about what happened with the 20J since you left, and we hear some of that result, it seems. So let me give you just a quick update of what has happened at INSEAD since you have left and how it relates to what you have experienced at INSEAD. Obviously, when you guys and we all had to go on Zoom in February, March 2020, I don't know whether you remember those times, but you were not happy, okay? So were we. And actually, you know, I've really learned from that to try and get people back into the classroom. So by now, I've actually mandated that students are back in class. Would you believe it, that I get petitions that they want Zoom? you know, it's hard. It's hard. Times change, but talking to you on Sunday, or to some of you on Sunday, I've actually learned that you benefited to some extent also from this new technology, from this new living together, because I've seen people getting married between or within class, but still you're in different locations. And so some of you are using the télétravail, which we call it in France, the sort of working online, also to be closer together physically and sort of spend some time more together. So I'm very much closely following what the trends are going to be, both in professional as well as in the study environment. Now, you've obviously left some legacies, and I wanted to come back to some of the things you've invented, especially Sophia, Natalia. They have developed this platform that hosted projects so that you could connect with companies and help yourself understand more what's happening in the business and obviously get closer to and possibly even land a job through these alumni projects. More than 200 of those projects have been submitted from the alumni side to you, and you have really embraced this opportunity. Now, what has happened since is that the next class has also very much benefited from this, and then something happened. A red-hot labor market. I'm hopeful that you have used this also to advance your career and your paychecks, but essentially these days the employers are really looking for people, and there was less demand, but I can tell you, or the prediction is that there may be a recession around the corner at some point. I'm sure this technology, this blueprint that you've developed will come in very handy for us to be able to react quickly to again connect alumni with the school, with the students. So thank you to Sophia and Natalia, a round of applause to them for setting up this technology. Let me give you a second example, and that one was established by Emily. It's a buddying system, and at the time, you may remember, some of you have never spoken really French or didn't get an opportunity to learn it deeply enough to understand what the COVID rules are. So she helped you pair up with a French speaker to kind of figure out what's happening in and around you during confinement. Now, to this day, the senior MBA class uses this concept of a buddying system, and they have really started to connect the senior class with the junior class and make sure that everyone who is entering INSEAD has a buddy. And I really wanted to say thank you for coming up with this invention and helping us scale it up, because today this is really an important way how we welcome our new students to campus. I also wanted to say that we have taken it even at a further level, which is called the iLink platform. Since you have left, the Career Development, the Advancement Center, as well as our alumni have engaged together to create this iLink platform. There's more than 8,000 students and alumni already on it. If you're not on it, that's a good place to go, network, and be a buddy to someone who is looking for either career advice, life advice, or just wants to catch up with people. Similarly, we've actually done a system that's called a coffee chat version, rolled that out to our students, because still today we noticed we can use technology to also connect between the two campuses much better. And we do random coffee chat, so the platform you can enter what kind of interests you have, and now it matches you with random people from either your program or other degree programs. So you get this opportunity to network while you're a student at INSEAD, again, thanks to and spawned by the ideas that you had when you were here at INSEAD. So again, a round of applause, please, for Emily to start off on this mentoring system. Now, having met some of you on Sunday, I can tell your connectedness is wonderful, despite and probably because of what you have gone through. It is certainly unique as to what you have experienced, but I also have to tell you that classes since have had unique experiences and challenges. And one of them obviously is the war in the Ukraine. Who would have thought when you graduated that some of you as alumni will be living in war-torn countries? again here close to France in Europe. And I've seen the current class shocked but supporting each other, doing similar things that you have done at your time when COVID hit. And so I'm really, really proud to say that the community that you have built, the community values that INSEAD has, that has brought us together, allows us to help build these bridges between cultures, between ideas, even if it is contentious. And this is what gives me hope. When I've seen you back on campus on Sunday, when I've seen you back here outside chatting with each other, our community, the INSEAD community, your 20J community is fundamental to the development of peace and prosperity in the world. So I would invite you to please continue to be ambassadors for INSEAD's value in the world, and bring the spirit of inclusion, respect, and diversity to the rest of the world, to the people around you, and to the people in your daily lives. Keep connected, and thank you for all you're doing now as alumni to spread the INSEAD values. Good luck, class of 2020J. Thank you. It is now my great pleasure to introduce our Deputy Dean, Peter Zemski, and he's also the Dean of Innovation and the Eli Lilly Chaired Professor of Strategy and Innovation. Peter Zemski has been on the faculty since 1994 and is a member of the INSEAD leadership team since 2010. As Deputy Dean, he is responsible for external relations, fundraising, alumni relations, community, and all exciting things that have to do with innovation. He has, for example, spearheaded the digital strategy at INSEAD that allowed us to move to online teaching very quickly. He has also been leading our innovations in the San Francisco Bay Area. So is anything that is exciting, Peter does. Okay. Peter is also a leading scholar in economics of strategy, where he develops rigorous analysis of topics such as disruptive technologies, on which he teaches. I encourage you to look at all of the online courses that we have. He's really, really good at not just doing the research, but also pedagogically bring it across. He's a passionate educator. He has really, really helped INSEAD with building our online presence, and I think he will talk a little bit more about the exciting things that are coming your way out of his innovation world. Please help me welcome Peter Zemski to the stage.
Wow.